successful lead nurture program requires sound strategy and execution. Here at 90 Octane, to help on the strategy front, we use a toolset called FUEL. It stands for Foundation, Understanding, Engagement, and Learning. Today, we're going to focus on Foundation, and more specifically within Foundation, we're going to focus on the purchase decision model. Hi, I'm Kelly, 90 Octane's Business Impact Director. I work every day in marketing programs, utilizing innovation and conversion best practices to really make them sing. One of the ways to do that is to use the purchase decision model. You know what? Let's work through that. The purchase decision model is used to map out the phases that your prospect is going to go through and ultimately making their purchase decision. The phases of that model are interest, learn, evaluate, justify, and finally purchase. So as we work through this model, really take a step back and think about how your prospects would move through each of these phases. Once we've determined our purchase process terminology, which we've done internally and have stakeholders in agreement on, we're going to take our prospect and map out how they work within the purchase decision model. What that means is we're going to take their motivations and more specifically their pain points and really think, what questions are they asking? What answers do we need to give them? What offers are going to help us give those answers? How are we going to get the offers out? And include those calls to action and make sure they come forward. Ultimately, it helps us decide how and when to communicate with our prospects. To illustrate, we'll show a generic set of questions, answers, and offers. As you follow along, start filling in the model with content that is captivating and relevant to your target audience. In the interest phase, think of a question your prospect has, maybe without even knowing to ask it. Next, identify the answer your message must plant in their mind. Of course, your answer needs to be much more specific and interesting enough to get the prospect to take an action, namely to check out the offer that will educate them about the problem they're experiencing. Finally, plot out the exact action you want them to take to get the content. In the learn phase, educate your prospect about the different ways their problem can be solved. To build credibility, present all types of solutions, even those you don't offer. In evaluate, show why your solution is the best fit. In the justify phase, your prospect is doing due diligence. You have a lot to accomplish here, not just solidifying the preference for your solution, but also confirming to the decision maker that you are a dependable partner, and giving them the ammunition to justify their recommendation to the decision ratifiers in their organization. Finally, in the purchase phase, you'll want to tee up the sales conversation. Ideally, at this point, the prospect will be a hot lead and ready to talk details. The purchase decision model never looks the same for two programs. That's because we have different target audiences. That said, here are some key takeaways. Consider the questions each person key to the decision asks at each phase, the answers you want them to come away with, the informational offers that will best instill those answers, and the audience's desired action. To learn more about the other useful tools within FUEL, U, E, and L, be sure to sign up for our video series. Thanks for joining us.